dapat pala, at the age of like this, ganito na ako kayaman. And at the end of the day, ang point A ng isang tao at point B ng isang tao magkakaiba eh. Diba? So, nagkakaroon ngayon ng social pressure. Kaya yung anxiety na yan lalong lumala eh.
If you're posting something that is not really true, baka delusional ka na. Diba? You're believing something because you want it to be true. Now, that is very dangerous.
Minsan kasi may mga tao na pupunta sila dun sa part na magre-rent na sila ng kotse.
Para
Tapos,
mapakita online.
Para mapakita nila online na, oy, ito na yung success ko.
Talaga
People
ikaw.
are not stupid, Bri. I mean, they know and they feel at some point that you are lying or you're pretending to be someone that you're not.
Content consumers right now are very intelligent.
Hindi ko alam, is it because nandun lang tayo sa social media era? Or talagang lahat lang ng tao at some point naging materialistic na lang talaga? Kasi lahat tayo parang meron tayong basis ng pinakamagandang katawan, pinakamagandang kotse, pinakamagandang gamit. Alam mo yon? Na minsan yung mga tao parang nafe-feel nila it's unattainable.
People sharing vulnerabilities online. Dapat mo bang i-share?
But when it comes to, let's say, family problems, kung may problema kami, why would I share it online? Kasi parang pinapahiya ako yung sarili kong blood. You understand? So parang feeling ko may borderline yung vulnerability. You can be vulnerable as long as you're not.
Be careful of what you post online. If it's gonna be harmful, if it's gonna be detrimental to your health, to maybe your family, think twice. Think twice before you post.
So meron to isang content creator, talaga nag-post ako because for me, what he did was parang, at some point, for me, it's inhuman. Na parang, ganun na ba talaga mga tao ngayon, nagagawa ng mga kuno-uno or parang, magbabayad sila ng tao para, in short, kawawain, para lang, for the clout.
For the clout, oo.
Bri,
na-miss
ko to.
Ano na-miss mo?
Eto, parang gagawa tayo ng episode ngayon na wala tayong guest, tayong dalawa lang kasi season ender natin to.
Season ender na natin?
Oo naman.
Season 5.
Season 5.
Grabe no, tagal na.
Ano na tayo? 3 years na ba?
Almost 3 years.
Usapan natin dito kwentong sa buhay. Kasama mga folks, ilabas lahat ng tunay. Mag-relax lang tayo. Sober man o deep sea. Aral makukuha mo. Whiskey. See you!
Direk J, excited na ako kasi apart from sabi mo, matagal na tayo di nagaganito. Matagal na. Season end na season 4 we did. Right? Pero
so
again,
tatagay na tayo.
Tatagay na tayo.
Kasi usually,
pag naka-whiskey ka,
mas
open ka.
Ayan.
Our topic for today is behind the highlights, the truth we don't post.
Pag-usapan natin dito, kwento mo sa buhay. Kasama mga folks, ilabas lahat ng tunay. Mag-relax na tayo, sober man o tipsy. Aral makukuha mo sa life over.
Mga ka-whiskey, mga kalobarkada, welcome to another episode of Life Over Whiskey. It's an exciting season ender. And I would say, Direk, sabi mo nga, a very intimate, special one. Dahil kami dalawa na Direk, we're here to be with you, lalo na't may mga gusto kaming pag-usapan. Direk J, excited na ako kasi apart from sabi mo, matagal na tayo di nagaganito. Matagal na. Season end na season 4 we did. Right? Pero
so
again,
tatagay na tayo.
Tatagay na tayo.
Kasi usually,
pag naka-whiskey ka,
mas
open ka.
Ayan.
So, kailangan mo nang i-open si Direk. Parang iba yun.
Parang mukhang controversial tong topic na pinipare mo, Brian.
So, our topic for today is behind the highlights, the truth we don't post. And I think this is a reflection of how, maybe social media as a driving factor right now in a lot of people's lives. Marami ng mga tao na gustong pumasok sa social media and either be an influencer or be a known brand, so to speak. And the reason why is because definitely there's money to gain.
Yeah.
There's
Fame.
power and influence and fame to gain. Since andito tayo sa creator economy na to eh. Diba? Pero ang tanong direct, ano ba ang limitations? Diba? Parang kailangan ba lahat i-post natin online? What do you think?
Actually, alam mo, Brian, no? Ang ganda ng topic natin kasi I think lahat ng tao, even us at some point, guilty rin tayo minsan eh. Diba? I mean, we all post our highlights. Like for example, the greatest memories ng buhay natin. Example, may achievement ka, you post it. Pumunta ka sa gantong bansa, you post it. Sometimes, you post new things na binili mo. Diba? I guess it's normal at some point. But, there are some instances that I think na overboard na siya. If you are pretending to be someone that you're not. So, what do I mean by that? Ako lang parang, minsan kasi may mga tao na pupunta sila dun sa part na magre-rent na sila ng kotse. Tapos,
para mapakita online.
Para mapakita nila online na, oy, ito na yung success ko. Na bumili ako ng ganito. So to say, let's just say Ferrari, Lamborghini, or whatever it is. Kahit anong supercars yan. Basta, yun ang napapansin ko. So for me, parang, yes, it's your wall. But at the end of the day, if it's not true, parang feeling ko, hindi rin siya tama.
Dito na kasi pumapasok direct yung marami ng content out there. Sobrang fabricated. It's far from reality. Have you ever noticed?
Of course. Alam mo, ang daming ganyan. Alam mo kung bakit? Yun na lang fake awards. Di ba? Ang daming bumibili ng awards. Oh, the best, ganto ganyan. But at the end of the day, it's paid. So, I'm not hating.
Pero ano masabi mo? Fake it till you make it eh. Diba? Ganun yung sentiment dati. Fake it till you make it.
Well,
ano masabi mo dun?
At some point siguro, may borderline, ano pa rin eh. Merong sigurong yan eh. Merong line na dapat na hindi mo na i-cross. Parang if it's too much, at the end of the day, it's hard to sustain. Feeling ko. Kasi,
kung di ka napapakatotoo, no? Tapos, you're living a life na hindi talaga
people
ikaw.
Are not stupid, Bri. I mean, they know and they feel at some point that you are lying or you're pretending to be someone that you're not.
Content consumers right now are very intelligent. Hindi katulad dati na basta mapapaniwala mo sila because nag-post ka.
Yeah.
And yung sabi ko, fake it till you make it. Dati kasi, sinasabi yan, in a good way, the outlook should be, if you want to be this kind of person, let's say, someone that exudes excellence, you're gonna build competence, right? Pero the idea ng fake it till you make it is it's as if you're already excellent. Ano ba yung ginagawa ng mga excellent na mga tao? Diba? So, you're trying to quote-unquote fake it as if you're already there para ma-emulate mo the person or the type of person you want to become. Pero sa dami na lumalabas na parang ipipeke ko muna, tapos, syempre, you're portraying a different person online, yun na a-accept ng mga tao, it's as if you're living a double life.
Correct.
Hindi siya sustainable talaga.
Hindi. Tsaka parang, I don't know, parang for some reason you're sending the wrong signal. Ang daming self-proclaimed billionaires, self-proclaimed gurus. Ang dami, kumikita ako ng gantong amount. Parang in reality, you can be known or you can be popular nang hindi mo kailangan gawin lahat yun.
Ano masabi mo sa mga nagtuturo or maybe gurus na they oversell themselves or overblown yung mga claims nila?
Well, ako kasi...
Parang kala mo uminom ah.
Oo, hindi kasi ako kasi, ito take ko dyan eh. Ako kasi yung tao na pag hindi ka legit, you don't have my respect. That's how I am. And I see through you. Parang that's how I am eh. Parang feeling ko kasi, well, ibang tao maluloko mo. But for people who really thinks, critical thinkers, hindi mo pwede lokohin yun, bro. And at the end of the day, yun nga, baka blow up mo ng mga bagay na I have this, I have that, if this is my achievement. At the end of the day, baka kainin ka ng sistema. When I say kainin ka ng sistema, you will have to do things that is beyond your principles.
Para lang masustain mo yung lifestyle, yung claims mo na yun. Parang you're always gonna be in a state of proving. Na totoo to mga to.
Correct. Tsaka ako, Bray, let me just clear it. I am guilty of posting things like the highlights of my life. Like for example, nag-hotel kami ng family, nag-out of the country ako, may achievement ako nakuhang award. Hindi paid yun So, I post those things. Because ako kasi minsan inisip ko, if I post negative things, nobody would even care and para ka lang nagtapon din ng basura. Pero I make sure that when I post, legit siya. Hindi siya as if I saw your watch, then I posted the watch that you're wearing and claimed that it's mine. You get my point?
Yeah.
Oo. So parang para sa akin, it's okay to post or I would say flex. Sabi nga nila flex, di ba? Flex your family, you flex your items or car, whatever it is. As long as totoo yan. Pero kapag hindi ka legit, huwag mong gawin yan kasi bukod sa kakainin ka na ng sistema, marami ring mga kabataan that you're sending the wrong signal. Dapat pala sa social media para ako si Andrew Tate. Dapat pala ganito ko. Dapat pala at the age of like this, ganito na ako kayaman. And at the end of the day, ang point A ng isang tao at point B ng isang tao magkakaiba eh. Diba? So, nagkakaroon ngayon ng social pressure. Kaya yung anxiety na yan lalong lumala eh. Because lahat tayo, viewers and us, lahat tayo nag-contribute dyan eh. Ikaw ba? Anong take mo, Bray? Ikaw na lang. Ikaw sa sarili mo. Guilty ka saan?
Well, I am a hoarder. Aminado ako doon. I am a hoarder when it comes to videos, assets. I would always want to document my life. Hindi ko naman napopost lahat. Pero I mean, it's for me, it's my way of preserving memories the way I document. And sometimes I post the highlights of my day, my week, ganyan. Sometimes delayed. Bringing back to the topic of we don't post, diba, behind the highlights. Because tama ka you can post highlights na positive or maybe highlight na negative. Not so positive. Negative, diba? Siyempre, hindi naman natin inaamin sa sarili natin sometimes na meron din talaga tayong pinagdadaanan. But I make sure that, whatever it is, gusto ko din, katulad sa Life of a Whiskey, kapupulutan ng aral.
Correct.
Diba? At kahit paano, it's my way of expressing myself. Diba? It's a good experience I want to share it with people. It's that. Pero not to just flex na, hindi na ako ma-reach. I don't wanna ever do that. Especially to have people who know me feel that way, na hindi na ako makausap, hindi na ako ma-message. That's something I don't wanna happen, ever.
Pero kung iisipin mo, hindi ko alam, is it because nandun lang tayo sa social media era? Or talagang lahat lang ng tao at some point naging materialistic na lang talaga? Kasi lahat tayo parang meron tayong basis ng pinakamagandang katawan, pinakamagandang kotse, pinakamagandang gamit. Alam mo yon? Na minsan, yung mga tao parang nafe-feel nila it's unattainable. So, double-edged sword yun. So, like ako, I would speak for myself. I don't know what's your take. But ako kasi, I would say that I have a tough mind. So, instead na ako mainggit sa ibang tao, let's say for example, you have your achievement, Bray. I use that, I will celebrate you, but I use that success of yours as my inspiration. So to say, sa iba, ang term nila sa inspiration is inggit. Diba? But I would say it's a good inggit. It's not a destructive inggit. Diba? Ang masama kasi, if, let's just say you had an achievement, and then I would try to downplay your achievement. And I would tell other people that, Brian's not legit. He's just doing that for the clout.
In short, inggit.
Inggit.
Sabi nga nila, pag inggit, pikit. Pero yun kailangan talaga, you have to take notice ano yung tumatakbo sa isip mo whenever you see posts online. Kapanay-paniwala ba yan? Totoo ba? Legit ba yan? O baka fabricated na to a degree na there's claims na hindi naman talaga totoo. And you be the judge. May sarili kang discernment on how to go about what you see online. Pero direct, ano bang take mo naman sa mga puro highlights lang mga ganda, pero sa totoo lang,
masama ugali.
Lumbok na sila, masama ugali. Diba? Either lumbok na sila o masama talaga ugali. Iba ang post online, talagang totally different. Diba?
So in short, di nga legit na tao, no? Well, my take on that is, at the end of the day, if you don't change, people will notice it. Sabi ko nga consumers now are very, so to say, matalino na eh. Gets mo? So, let's just say, hindi ka naman nila nakikita day-to-day basis, but may mga behind the scene na kasama mo tatrabaho eh. So, word of mouth yan eh. Kung mabait kang tao, at the end of the day, maririnig mo sa lahat ng tao, mabait si ganito, tinulungan kami niya nung walang-wala kami. Na-inspire ako ni ganito. Pero kung medyo nandun ka sa side na, I would say, may facade ka lang na pinapakita, then at the end of the day, lahat yan babalik sa'yo eh. Kumbaga parang akala mo lang ngayon, hindi. But eventually, pag kumalat yan, ikaw rin ano, karma lang, Bray. But ikaw, ano ba take mo?
Hindi, I guess if ever na, you're posting something that is different from reality, kung ano talaga nangyayari.
Sample.
Well, parang yung magbigay ng example ba? Baka malaman nila kung sino eh. Pero alam mo yun, parang if you're posting something that is not really true, baka delusional ka na. Diba? You're believing something because you want it to be true. Now, that is very dangerous. Kasi kung sa paligid mo, nakikita nila, yung di mo nakikita, over time, you will lose every single person around you. And nakakatakot yun. Diba? Kasi hindi mo matanggap sa sarili mo na something has to change with you. Something has to change with other people ang pananaw mo. And that's dangerous.
Pero I guess siguro, Brian, kailangan rin maintindihan ng viewers natin, ng mga low barkada or mga ka-whiskey. We are not hating. I'm not hating for people who post, let's say they flex on social media.
Yeah. We celebrate. Masaya kami pag nakikita kami na, may bagong bahay, may bagong kotse.
And ako rin, admittedly, sometimes we do it, but feeling ko kasi, yun nga, siguro, depende kung sino rin yung gumagawa.
Kung panikapaniwala ba? Ganun, kapanipaniwala?
Or kung depende rin sa intention ng tao.
Okay.
So at the end of the day, it's still intention eh. So, regardless if it's posting this to inspire, pero ang totoo, nag-flex man, it's fine. It's your wall. It's your post. It's your image. But regardless if you're a content creator, artista, or normal person, pero, I mean, yun nga, we don't hate those people, but, syempre, in our minds, we know that's not true. Kumbaga, yun lang yun. Kumbaga parang, ikaw ba, would you be comfortable knowing that some people knows the truth? Ako kasi, I wouldn't be comfortable.
Tsaka makatulog ka ba?
Ayun na.
Makakatulog ka ba knowing that what you said isn't true and some people know?
Yeah.
Pero direct ito, may nakita akong post recently actually. You know how in the world of social media, there's a lot of coaches, especially mga freelancers natin. May nakita ako na, ang sabi sa post, I rarely post something that challenge siya. Ang gist nun is, he's a coach, online coach, and normally, syempre, the highlights ang pinapost siya and all, pero dumating kasi sa point na hindi natin nakikita yung challenges eh.
Yeah.
Dumating sa point where nasa hospital sila nung anak niya, may maraming procedures, hinahanapan siya ng pera, parang 1.5 na lang sa wallet. He had to go to his car and check yung mga barya niya kung aabot ba. So, dun pumasok yung parang realization niya, pinicturean niya, and he was vulnerable to post it online. So, parang nagdidiskarte siya para mag-survive sila at makapagpagamot siya ng anak niya. What do you feel about people sharing vulnerabilities online? Dapat mo bang i-share ang vulnerability mo? Kasi sabi natin, behind the highlights. Diba?
Okay.
The truth behind, yung kung ano yung mga di natin pinapost.
Ang ganda ng tanong mo. Na-appreciate ko yung tanong mo. Kasi, i-apply ko yung sagot ko sa sarili kong buhay. So, I will be vulnerable. Let's say in our podcast, ito, Life Over Whiskey. If you ask me questions, I answer you. Kung ano yung totoong sagot ko, na hindi ko niisip ko ano magiging result nun. Basta yun yung sagot ko. But when it comes to, let's say, family problems, let's just say, kami ng wife ko, okay kami but at the end of the day, kung may problema kami, why would I share it online? Or let's just say, yung anak ko, kunyari lang, malaki na. Maliliit pa yung mga anak ko pero kunyari, malaki na. May ginawa yung anak ko na, say, I didn't like. Will I really need to share it online? Parang feeling ko, ako rin
It's too private, gano'n?
It's too private and ako rin bumukhang tanga eh. You get my point? Kasi parang pinapahiya ko yung sarili kong blood. You understand? So parang feeling ko may borderline yung vulnerability. You can be vulnerable as long as you're not hurting anybody.
Pero minsan kasi direct, wala ka ng choice eh. Paano pag ganun? Even yung family mo, di mo nga mahinga ng tulong eh. Diba? May mga ganun eh.
Yeah. Siguro, Bray, ang sagot ko lang doon, as long as justifiable yung gagawin mo actions.
Sabagay, yung hindi ka nakakapahamak.
Or baka naman, I would say na talaga you need to speak up for yourself because if you don't, then it's going to be a cycle.
Yeah.
So,
pero that person na nakita ko online, at least ang ginawa na, nag-create siya ng something to offer.
Yeah.
And then, sabi, if you wanna support, here's how you can support. You can buy this, I don't know, ebook ata or something. At least, there's still like an exchange of value. Kumbaga, hindi lang siya yung outright, nanghingi.
Yeah.
Diba? Because he is in a space na vulnerable siya. Kailangan niya ng tulong eh. Else, yung anak niya hindi makakalabas ng ospital. So, yun yung mga naiisip ko na parang, okay lang ba i-post yung ganyan?
Yeah.
Na mga sitwasyon? It's very private.
Pero I think with that situation, I think dapat din naman kasi kung wala ka ng resort kaysa magnakaw ka,
yun nga
might as well just post it. Pero alam mo, Bray, nakakatawa. Way back 2010, 2011, 2012, mga ganyang year. Hindi ko na maalala yung specific year. But naalala ko dati, when you post something sa social media, kailangan perfect ka. Perfect caption. Perfect photo. Talagang...
Lalo sa Instagram.
Di ba? Perfect. Dapat perfect. So, mas parang ang dating noon, parang, shit, this person is too perfect. How can I be that person? But come 2023, 2024, then after pandemic, iba na ngayon eh. Parang mas
napagod
vulnerable
na yung tao sa unrealistic expectations.
Correct.
So people are now allowing themselves to be vulnerable.
Yeah. Pero yun nga, that's still my take, Bray. Ako, merong hangganan yung vulnerability. Pag it's too personal, kumbaga na mapapahamak na yung pamilya mo or yung parang ako...
Ilugar mo pa din, gano'n.
Ilulugar mo pa rin. Yun lang naman yun sa akin. Kasi nga, di ba sabi nila, don't share dirty laundries. Diba?
Don't air.
Don't air. Tama, don't air.
Dirty laundry.
Correct.
Oo.
Ikaw, babalik ko sa yung tanong.
Well,
baka siya.
Kung sakali lang na, you have to, dahil you don't have any other choice. Again, so as long as hindi siya nakakapahamak, it doesn't have any detrimental effects to another person, might as well. Kasi you're basically, or maybe, in a survival mode.
Magandang point din yun. Magandang point din yun sinabi mo.
Oh.
Actually, meron akong, hindi ko alam kung is it a TikTok post or maybe I spoke to a friend. Parang sabi niya, when he sees someone who's trying to portray being another person. Kunyari, let's say...
Kilala mo? Kung ba kilala niya tapos that person is trying to be someone else?
Yes, correct. iniintindi na lang niya. Parang sabi niya, naiintindi ako kasi you need to survive eh. Parang ganun. Kasi kung isipin mo...
that's one way to look at it.
Diba? And siguro ako, Bri, parang feeling ko, siguro people should also stop consuming junk foods.
What do you mean by that?
Ibig sabihin yung junk content. I mean, I understand that there are times in our lives na parang, malungkot ako ngayon, gusto ko lang ng, gusto ko lang ng positivity, gusto ko lang ng easy to digest. But sometimes, if hindi ka ganun ka ready, minsan na-adapt mo yun eh. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you?
I mean, right now, uso na yung term na brain rot.
Okay.
Brain rot content. Na parang, you're so tired with life. All you wanted to do at the end of the day is just scroll mindlessly on your phone.
Yeah.
Pampaaliw. Yeah. Pampalibangan mo siya. Para pagpahinga ka, makatulog ka eventually.
Kasi minsan yung Life Over Whiskey, masyado na seryoso.
Well, seryoso eh. Pero, I mean, I would choose this kind of content any day compared to me consuming mindless content.
Yeah.
You know?
Understand. Pero, so ngayon, tanongin kita, Bri, importante ba na dapat ka mag-put ng facade para lang mas makilala ka, para lang mas sumikat ka?
I never believed that you needed to put a facade to make it. All the more that you need to be authentic to yourself because you wouldn't last very long being someone else. And the last thing you wanna happen is you look into the mirror and you don't like the person you're seeing.
Kwentong mental health. So, ikaw, kamusta ang mental health mo? Bago ang lahat, Bri, kasi tayo madalas nagtatanong tayo sa mga guests natin or nagbibigay tayo ng segment sa kanila or top 3 qualities nila, di ba? Pero bago ko tanongin yung top 3 qualities natin, dun muna tayo sa kwentong mental health.
Sige.
So, papiliin muna kita ng baraha.
Sige. Mamaya ikaw papapiliin ko.
Sige.
Sige.
Isa.
Sige. Uy. Okay. So, sabi dito, kumita ng 100K habang ginagawa mo ang gusto mo. Or 1 million habang nagtitiis sa trabahong ayaw mo. Shot muna ako.
Sige.
Kilala mo ko, Derek. I am always an advocate of pursuing what you're passionate about, what you love doing. And I'd like to think na I'm someone who wants to facilitate people discovering what they're good at as well. I will relate this to a conversation I had with my brother. My twin brother who is living in Ireland. I'm not sure kung ganito kalaki na kinikita niya, pero alam ko malaki kinikita niya. Okay. He messaged me one night, like maybe 2 weeks ago. Sabi niya sa akin, he's having this parang midlife o quarter life
crisis.
How
old is he? Quarter life.
He's feeling that he's not able to pursue what he is passionate about. Inggit siya sa akin. On the other hand, ako naman, masaya ako na ginagawa ko yung gusto ko. Hindi pa ako talagang sobrang lumilipad na
kasing lakas
niya kumita.
Yeah.
Oo. Sabi ko, alam bro, na-realize ko na wala na kasing tamang path. Your decision was based of sustainability, survivability, because you have a kid.
Depende sa sitwasyon.
Kailangan mong piliin eh. Yung trabaho, unahin mo yung trabaho para mapag-provide ka. On the other hand, I have no obligations yet. So I can risk and choose to pursue what I love doing the most and try to figure out how to make it work. So, kung papiliin ako dito, dati I would 100% say na pipiliin ko yung kumita 100K habang ginagawa ang gusto ko. Ngayon, parang gusto ko naman i-try yung malaki na agad yung kita mo and eventually figure out how you can pursue your passion. at least secured in a way ka na.
Tsaka minsan, I believe, Bray, minsan yung ayaw mong trabaho, pero pag kumikita ka na ng, sabi dyan, 1 million
1
naman,
million naman.
I'm sure magugustuhan mo yung trabaho na yun.
Gagawa ka ng paraan.
Yeah.
Diba? Gagawa ng paraan. So I would say that, na ngayon, at this point in my life, gusto ko naman i-try na, that's something that I would want to have na alam ko, hindi din ako mag-worry in the future.
Good.
Yep. Tsaka sabi ko sa kapatid ko, alam bro, he sometimes does busking I mean, tututog sa labas. Bibili ng mga equipment. Diyos ko, magkano na ata yung binili niya ng mga equipment. Siya sa mga music production naman siya.
Yeah.
At least nagagawa mo pa rin naman yan So, feed mo lang. Huwag mo lang kalimutan.
Yeah.
Diba? Naalala ko yung mga sinasabi nila, magkano yung binayad sa'yo ng kumpanya, kumpanya mo para kalimutan yung pangarap mo.
Yeah.
Diba? Yun yung sabi, magkano ang binayad sa'yo ng kumpanya mo para kalimutan mo ang pangarap mo. So, never forget what makes you feel alive.
Ganda.
Feed that until such time that you can fully pursue what matters to you the most. Ikaw naman, kala mo ako lang. Kala mo ako lang, ikaw naman. Okay, so, pili ka muna.
Ako ba talaga sagutin to?
Oo naman. Equal tayo dito, equal.
Okay. Sige. Ano ang pinakamagandang aral sa buhay na natutunan mo sa iyong mga magulang? So, okay, tayo to. Ano ang pinakamagandang aral sa buhay na natutunan mo sa iyong mga magulang?
Sumat ka muna.
Okay. Siguro I would say, Brian, na unang-una ko natutunan sa nanay ko is integrity. Alam mo kung bakit? Laging sinasabi ng nanay ko na kapag may integrity ka, you'll go places. Di ba yung mga ibang tao, makikita mo na parang, hindi na ako magbabanggit ng profession pero maraming tao na yumayaman, pero yung profession is medyo, I would say, hindi ideal yung mga ginagawa nila. Ayaw kasi magbanggit ng specific career. So, yun yung hindi ko makakalimutan sa nanay ko, integrity pare. And sabi rin ng nanay ko na kapag ka ikaw, pinaghirapan mo ang isang bagay, mas masi-cherish mo siya. I remember, Brian, yung bata ako, si mama, bumili siya ng TV, black and white. Black and white TV. So sabi niya sa akin, sabi ko, Mama, how did you buy that TV? Kasi wala naman akong tatay siya lang So sabi niya, alam mo anak, may mga araw na hindi ako kumain, nagtipid ako, para lang magkaroon tayo ng entertainment, makapanood tayo ng TV. So parang na-adapt ko yung mentality na yun na growing up, kasi nung time na tumatanda ako, maaga kasi ako na ulila, 21. So parang na-adapt ko siya nung mga kahit 16 pa lang ako na pag may gusto ko, sa allowance ko, titipirin ko siya. Titipirin ko siya. Or di ka may mga time na I would, hindi diskarte ako. Yung kunyari, magsa-sideline ako, ganyan. Magpo-promo ako or mag-usherette ako, mag-model ako before. I try to find things na how to earn money para hindi ako manghingi sa nanay ko. Yun yung natutunan ko sa kanya na never ko makakalimutan. Kasi up to date, nagagawa ko pa rin siya. Kumbaga pag may ginugol ako, hahanap ako ng way na para kumita ng extra para makuha ko yung goals ko in life. Yun sa akin. That's for me.
Mag-discarte din talaga.
Discarte. Pero Bray, matanong lang kita. Ano pa top 3 qualities mo as person?
Ngayon natin tinanong sa sarili natin yan. Pero ako, honestly, what I have in mind, I'm someone who's always open. Open to learning new things and maybe experiencing something new in my life. I am a outgoing, spontaneous kind of person. So, gusto ko talaga yung lumalabas tayo. We try new things. Being open allowed me to experience here. Diba? A lot of cool and great memories. Second, I would say quality ko as a person, I would always say, just like what you said, upholding myself to a level of integrity. Kasi hindi ako makatulog kung alam ko in my mind that I've done something wrong. And I've done shit in the past. And I've done things that I'm not proud of. But allowing myself to say na alam mo na kung anong mangyayari pag ginawa mo ulit yan. And hold myself accountable. Never again. Kasi you know how it feels. So, upholding myself to a certain level of integrity. And third, I would say compassionate. I would always think how I can support other people. Katulad nga ng binanggit ko, my personal life motto is we only truly succeed when we uplift others. It's that mentality na direct na pag tinulungan mo isang tao, nagbigay ka, you're always gonna be open to receive. Because your heart and your mind is aware na babalik sa'yo kung ano yung binigay mo eh. The law of reciprocity. Right? It may be the law of the universe. Whatever you throw out there, it's gonna come back to you. Doon din tayo nagkasundo. Diba? So being compassionate really for me is, if there's something I can do to help and support, at kung kaya ko yung hindi yung gagawin tapos ako naman yung magsasacrifice. No? That's something I'm willing to do as well. Sometimes I do. Minsan ginagawa ko kahit minsan parang nakaka-apekto na sa akin. But we learn through time. How about you, Direk? Ano bang top 3 qualities mo?
Kapanibago, no? Tayo nagtatanungan.
Tayo nagtatanungan, di ba? Para sabi ko, ganito pala yung feeling.
Yeah. Well, ang hirap pala, bigla ka mag-iisip. At isa lang natin feeling ng mga guest. Well, ako siguro, Brian, number 1, I am a very resilient person. So to say, kasi I've been through a lot. I mean, everybody does. But I would say na siguro, in my own story, marami na akong bagyong dinaanan eh. So parang I can say na medyo resilient talaga akong tao. That's one. And siguro number 2, I am passionate. In everything that I do, Bri, I try to be good at it. Kung kaya, great. Pero kung hindi, parang at least good. Parang hindi pwede yung mediocre. Kasi ang thinking ko, gagawin mo na rin lang. Might as well, all in na. Hindi pwedeng half-baked. You know me, right? Diba? We're partners. Alam mo naman eh, diba? So, and lastly, siguro, I would say, grit. Siguro yung grit level ko mataas din. Parang, lagi akong gigil. Or I would say na, iniisip ko, ano ba yung kaya kong i-achieve sa lifetime ko? Yung pinaka, I cannot, even if I'm the most gritty person in the world, hindi man ako pwedeng isip ko ako si Michael Jordan. Hindi naman eh. But yung sa level ko as a human being, kung ano yung parang gigil ako, kung ano yung next level pang kaya kong abutin sa lifetime ko. Yun siguro yung 3.
Nice. I think that really shows sa episodes natin. And how we do our podcast.
Parang double meaning yun.
I mean, grit and resilience. Kasi kailangan talaga. We have been doing this for almost 3 years.
Yeah.
No, it's never an easy thing to do. Not just creating content, but ultimately putting our message out there. And I think if we conclude this episode, Derek, with our takeaways, if I may.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Be careful of what you post online. If it's gonna be harmful, if it's gonna be detrimental to your health, to maybe your family, think twice. Think twice before you post. And, post something that can add to people, not take away. Something that will help people better their lives, not tear them down. And if ever you've done that in the past, huwag na natin ulitin. I have posted things na parang I wish I hadn't, I mean, we all learn from that. Don't allow yourself to experience it twice dahil nababawasan yung credibility mo eh. And when people experience you once, di ba parang na ganun yung pakiramdam nila sa iyo. Pag pangalawang beses na naramdaman nila sa iyo yan, hindi na sila maniniwala eh. Yeah. Nawala na yung credibility mo. So be careful of what you post. How about you, Derek?
Ako siguro set a good example because you're also responsible for your viewers eh. Regardless if you're just a normal person, if you're a content creator, an artista.
Yeah, sa manonood sa atin, di ba?
Kasi kahit naman normal ka, gusto mo lang mag-post na sa ibang bansa, so you can do it. You have the power to do it. So parang, for me, just be responsible kasi marami rin consumers eh. Hindi mo na maalam kung yung consumer na yon is positive or negative. I know, people would say, it's not my problem.
Yeah.
But, siguro if you doubted yung post mo, should I post this or not, then, kung nag-doubt ka na, huwag mo na ituloy. Yun yung
or magtanong ka na din, di ba?
Oo, magtanong ka na rin kasi baka mamaya what you're going to post is something harmful or maybe something positive. Okay kung positive eh.
Pero alam mo, Derek, what's good about life is we learn from experience. So sometimes, kung may nagawa ka nga, kung may na-post ka na parang na-realize mo na, ay, hindi pala dapat, isa may redemption din eh.
Yeah, tama naman.
May redemption din eh. So just, try to be good as much as you can and lift other people up.
Yeah. Pero ako, Bray, kasi ako isa lang ang maano ko sa mga tao. Post something that is legit. Do not post something na hindi totoo. Because at the end of the day, sabi ko nga sa'yo, do you want to be the laughing stock of the internet? Diba? I don't know if you know Anna Delvey. Kilala mo ba yun? Yung parang Netflix na...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, di ba? Parang she portrayed...
Socialite.
Oo, na-socialite siya.
Socialite siya.
Okay, sa thinking na iba, wow, gino-glorify, galing. Lalo na yung mga ibang nagpo-post sa...
Fraud yun eh.
Sa social media natin, local na lang. Ang daming nagpo-post na, alam mo, magbabayad sila ng tao, gagamit sila ng PWDs. Yung mga ganon. Parang... Okay, sige, lumusot ka, nag-viral ka, but at the end of the day, gusto mo ba makilala ka as fraud?
It might look good, but your intentions are bad, then eventually it's gonna catch up to you, and ikaw din. I mean, you're gonna be labeled as a fraud.
Yeah.
Diba?
Hindi siya.
Dami dyan sa online.
Dami, sus mio. Alam mo, hindi na ako magabanggit ng pangalan, meron akong kinomenta na eh, na iniinis talaga ako. I mean, I don't comment talaga usually sa mga other social media content creators or even sa mga news, mga ganyan. Minsan lang talaga. So, meron tayo isang content creator talaga nag-post ako because for me, what he did was parang, at some point, for me, it's inhuman. Na parang, ganun na ba talaga mga tao ngayon nagagawa ng mga kuno-uno or parang, magbabayad sila ng tao para, in short, kawawain para lang for the clout.
For the clout. Oo. Diyos ko, bigla ako may naalala.
Baka isipin nila, ano daw tayo, baka bitter lang kayo kasi hindi kayo, no.
Ano naman?
Hindi talaga, Diyos ko mo.
You have to be mindful eh.
Yeah.
Pero naalala ko tuloy yung recently na viral na pumasok sa
kanal.
Hindi, sa
yung
freezer, yung sa ice.
Yeah.
Diyos ko. Parang why would you do that in the first place?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Ganun talaga. That happens.
So, Bri, I guess this is the end of season 5.
This is the end. But just for the season. Marami pa tayong in store for everyone who is listening and watching. Maraming salamat sa suporta ninyo. We wouldn't be here without you guys. Direk, baka may gusto kang pasabi, maybe a thing or two to say thanks to our viewers.
Well, first of all, I want to thank our followers sa 3 taong pagsasama natin. At sa maraming pantaon sa ating mga ka-whiskey at mga ka-low-barkada. And also guys, hindi lang Life Over Whiskey ang supportahan nyo, even other podcasts, supportahan nyo rin yan. And lastly, kapag gusto nyo rentahan ng pod truck,
yun.
Message lang kayo.
Let us know. Also, syempre, available ang ating life cards in partnership with Untold over Shopee, Lazada, and TikTok. So might as well grab yours and play with your friends.
And also, last na lang pala, gusto ko rin natin pasalamatan yung mga tao behind the scenes. Kay Triton Studios. And also sa aming talagang partner, si Jet.
Jet, ayun, sa likod siya.
Maraming salamat,
Pero
Jet.
may podcast din siya. Baka pwede natin i-shoutout ang kanyang podcast. Oo, ang Negosyante Live.
Negosyante Live. Guys, follow nyo. Marami
follow nyo. Check out ang aming editor, podcast niya, no? So, Negosyante Live. Maraming salamat, everyone. It's another season done. We will be seeing you on the next season. Cheers,
Cheers, brother.
Podcast na naman with Gerald at Brian. Aral lang pulutan sa inuman at kwentuhan. Pinagsamang veterano, parehong talentado. Ihanda ang may katbaso sa lames at intabado.
Big Eyes Production.